Good evening, G1s. I am Master Wayne for this week's G1 interview, and I'm joined by an absolute G1 legend. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you G1 of the Year 2008, HybridRain!
And it's me.
Did I get the date correct?
Whoopish.
How are we doing this evening, buddy?
Doing well. To be honest, I just woke up, so yeah.
Excellent. I've been awake since 5:30 this morning, and I feel fantastic.
Morning.
Okay, a change to the schedule. I won't be asking any screw attack questions.
Okay.
I've changed it around for some SGC questions instead. Because I couldn't go, I can't go, I'm at the other side of the world. So, let us begin.
Hey.
So, how did you enjoy SGC 2014?
2014. Oh, amazing SGC, just raising the bar again once more. This year is actually the first time I volunteer, and I had to be a lead volunteer, so I had a radio, and I had power. Either way, it was fun. It was really fun. We had 2 false alarms with the fire thingy, but that was about it. The rest thing, it was amazing. It was really fun to seeing everyone else again. The Screw Attack crew, the G1s, meeting new people, and funny enough, everyone recognizing me again. Somehow. I don't know. Apparently I'm popular.
How many autographs did you sign this year? Did anybody ask for your autograph? Because I would have done.
It's like 3 or 4 people, actually.
Fantastic.
That's the record.
Did you meet up with any fellow G1s?
Oh yeah, I was able to meet like a lot of other fellow G1s that I follow on the internet. Tom, I saw Rukro, Shelby, basically Kanan. I saw the guys from Canada that I always hang out with on the hotel room. That it's Garo My Desert, Shiro. I met so many people over there. It was fun to see them all again, playing Cards Against Humanity, just making mishaps. But unfortunately, since I was volunteering, I wasn't able to like hang out more than I wanted with them. But still, it was real fun to see them all over again.
SGC 2014 has been the year for panels. This year, what has been your favorite panel?
I gotta be honest. I think it's gonna be a confession. I only went to like 4 panels since I was volunteering. But I have to say, and it's gonna be a lot bias on myself, but I have to say the main the opening ceremonies, only because they show up my video of Remember SGC.
I saw that and it made me cry nearly.
Always been like really emotional about it. A lot of people actually recognized me more because of that video, because well, my face wasn't there, and because they were like, "Oh my God, I almost cried." Well, basically, I wanted to like try to make a touchy video, like more about the nostalgia and the melancholy of SGC and all the good times we have. So apparently it worked, and even the guys from Screw Attack were really all like, "Oh my God, SGC! Oh, the moments! Remember the moments!" So I have to go with that one, since it was really good. And also the end of Iron Man of Gaming, because they showed my other trailer, the Prepared to Drop trailer that I always do, the whole, what is it called? Parody trailers about Halo combined with SGC, like if we're in a freaking war or something. I don't know why. I think I'm going to make something out of the storyline, because we're always like in war going to SGC, and no, we're fighting the bots or something. I don't know. I'll figure out something in the following trailers.
So, the Butt Attack versus Mega 64 controversy. What are your opinions?
We won. That's about it.
Exactly. We won fair and square.
There's nothing else. If they want to rematch next year, that'll be good. But I'm gonna be honest. If we hadn't lost that time, I will have like run and scream like, "I volunteer!" Like trying to sacrifice myself for one of the groups so they could actually live to the next year or something. I don't know.
So we heard about you meeting up with other G1s and volunteering, but what has been your personal highlight? What is the one thing that stood out this year?
Hmm. And I think for me personally was meeting Mr. Inafune, to be honest.
Yeah.
Keiji Inafune was like, because he's like the first, yes, I want to actually say the first gaming related public figure, we can call it, or celebrity, I don't know, or game designer that I've ever met in my whole life. So um, actually, I have him like in a pedestal, Hideo Kojima, but I can actually go with Inafune and all that. And also, I was kind of lucky to go to the VIP meetings they have, so I was able to talk with him for a long time and like express like, hey, this is all freaking awesome. I was like in a VIP room with all these guests from all the panels. I was like all internal screaming, ah, 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 ah. I was just freaking out
Geekgasm!
internally.
Exactly.
Yeah, basically. Okay.
And all the while here.
Basically.
And the Q&A session during Inafune's Q&A panel, the balls on Gaijin Gumba when he went up to ask his question.
I gotta be honest,
ask it in Japanese.
Oh right, yeah, because he
Man.
actually met him on the VIP room too, and I didn't know he actually speak Japanese. But dude, I wanted to talk with him in Japanese because I knew a few words. I was going to say like thank you, and that's about it. But I forgot completely my Japanese. So no, I out of respect, I didn't say a thing. I know I was actually able to get there a little bit into the Inafune Q&A. And it was kind of funny to see like people are saying like, so Mighty Number 9 is like the middle finger to Capcom for not making Mega Man, and he's like, well, if people want to get it like that, who am I to not say no to that? So it was kind of funny to see that. Like, screw you, Capcom.
Exactly. The man is giving the fans what they want, really.
Yep.
A new Mega Man game. That's all we really want.
We'll just have to wait how it goes.
So, SGC 2015. What are you looking forward to? What do you want to see next year?
Man, it's kind of difficult to think about it. Oh.
How about your dream panel?
Yeah, in terms of guests, since we have already Inafune that is a game developer, I would love to see Hideo Kojima. Or they're like, oh, Kojima, oh my god, and trying to do something about it. I don't know. That'll be it. More about guests. Maybe I would love to see the guys from Rocket Jump, since they've been working on BGHS at this video game in high school. I love that mini-series, web series that is now on Netflix too. So meeting those guys will be really fun. And overall, maybe having an Angry Joe main panel just with Angry Joe, because I met that guy. It's freaking hilarious. It's awesome. And hopefully he can actually enjoy it, and older guests enjoy it next week. Next week, SGC. But overall, I think what I want to see is that maybe the convention grow a little bit more. See that the people that have come from previous SGCs that are like new people, like has only gone like twice, like get a little bit more involved into the community. So we have like a little bit more of a small, big group. I don't know if you can understand it, but actually people that really know each other, so they can enjoy the more of the party. So a little bit more. But either way, that's kind of fun. And have both main floors on the church and the hotel.
Two floors, not just the one. I like
we
that.
had two. The third floor one, it's really small, but we want to have like the main two ones. So why not?
Yeah, bigger, better, faster, stronger.
Yeah, I cannot do that.
Yes. It's funny you say Kojima going next year, although it's a dream. But
I don't know anything about it. That'll be amazing.
But when I was watching the Inafune stream, I was joking to the guys in the chat room, how fun would it be to see Hideo Kojima next year, and his translator was David Hayter.
Ooh. Wait, does David Hayter?
He speaks Japanese, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Holy shit, I didn't know that. Dude, wow.
We learn something new every day.
Oh, wow, that'll be mind blowing.
Okay, and that ends the SGC portion of our interview.
Aw.
And we move on to your works.
All right.
We all knew you as G1 Hybrid Rain, G1 of the Year 2008. You have a show called The Viewer,
Mm-hmm.
where you do. I find it's like a kind of a magazine. It's a mashup of different ideas, vlogs, your own different
Mm-hmm.
kinds of shows. How did you start all that?
We have to go back all the way to 2010, I think. We have version 4. What's version 4? Yeah, that we have like the leveling system where you can actually upload your own videos and all that. I have to say that I had a show called The Random Show, which basically I showcase like a lot of G1 community stuff and talk about crazy stuff and just going like all random about it. So the viewer actually grew up from that because I wanted to make something like not just a blog and me sitting down and talking about I don't like this or anything like that. It was more like an informative blog in general. So it have evolved from making like a kind of news segment to trying to become like the next I don't know what's his name from the Daily Show, Jon Stewart
Jon
maybe,
Stewart,
I don't know, trying to evolve to something like that. But I think it has been more personal about trying to think about like, all right, these are my ideas for fixing this game or what happened here or my opinion about it. Let's try to do something funny about it, like doing the editing and all that. So it's more like a gateway to just say out loud my ideas to everyone else. To say like, you know what, this is what I think about this.
And
why
that's
it's
it.
yeah, basically.
Love it. And your new Buy It, Rent It, Ignore It was with Valiant Hearts.
Oh yeah.
How did you find that game?
The more about buy, rent, and ignore it, I had actually that idea like long time ago. But again, since I wasn't living here in the States, getting some of those games like immediately was really hard. But now that I live here in the States, it's really fast to actually get those games and like make a review in less than 2 or 3 days. And the buy, rent, and ignore it idea was like, you know what? If I'm gonna take it more into the not just my personal opinion, but more in overall the game where it's headed. What is the real direction with the game, and which consumers or public is being directed as. So that's why some of the reviews are more about the quality content of it and how it's actually delivered. So it's more about that. No, this is like, oh, the game is pretty 10. No, it's more about if you're going to have fun, if the game was well designed, and you as a gamer like that just loves FPS, maybe you don't like it or not, but so that's more about that idea for that game reviews, especially with the one with Titanfall, because I've seen so many people getting like 9 out of 10, and then when the game is not that great, but I love it. I have like 300 hours already playing that game, so just love that game. So yeah.
So it's worth buying then.
Oh well, for $40, it's worth buying it. So, like I said on the review, rent it first. But if you don't really like it because it's just multiplayer, you just have to just ignore it because there's a lot of modes. It's really bare bone. But anyway, I digress.
It was a good video. I enjoyed it immensely. I'm really thinking about getting it because it looks really good.
Yeah. Well, speaking about Violent Hearts, there. I thought that everyone, well, I don't want to spoil it, but the way they directed the whole trailers and the whole marketing about it, I thought there was going to be another ending. I was expecting it, but at the end it wasn't that what happened. So I was like, nah, I'm not even mad. Just enjoy it.
And one of your vlogs, streaming games makes you a pirate.
Oh, right.
Man, I'm gonna have to disagree with you.
Oh no, like I said, it's an open, it's a safe space where we can talk about your opinions and all that. So I have to remember actually about that video. I think it was because Film Fish was saying if you stream the videos, is you're basically pirating something like that. If you're like streaming the gameplays and all that, I think it was something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So why do you disagree?
Well, it's not pirating.
Well, that's the thing. I think I said I wasn't pirating enough, but again, I was saying it from the perspective of Film Fish to say like, oh, it's pirating. So I was like saying, well, it's considered pirating because of this, this, this. But on the other hand, it is not considered pirating because already you bought the product. Streaming will be like falling into fair use because it's an interpretation of how you actually play the game. Maybe one player actually goes around and just kills everyone. Other people just rush to play the game like as fast as they can. So, like I said, I always take like the two sides of the coins to be like always a devil advocate. So, but yeah, personally, I don't think it's pirating. Pirating is a completely separate thing. So, no, not agree with that, Phil Fish.
Brilliant. And your Screw Attack magazine. I used to love reading that, man.
Oh, that was fun.
What happened?
I gotta be honest. It was a good magazine. It was something good and to do because I actually like to learn, like using new programs, and that way I was actually learning to do a lot of stuff with that, with Adobe InDesign. But the thing with the magazine was that people were actually submitting like a lot of things, like really well done blogs, or they were just scrambling stuff or really small things. They didn't follow like the guidelines at the end. And also the viewership on the magazine wasn't as big as I wanted to, and also it was because well, during that time I don't know what it was happening with the spotlights, but they wouldn't spotlight like a lot of stuff. So sometimes it just went like it happened, and hours involved into the magazine were gone. So it survived over a year. I was actually kind of happy with it, but at the same time I would wish to actually try to do it again. But this time I would like to actually get like a group of elite bloggers, like somebody to actually know that they're going to be like into the project on it, and actually people more involved into the magazine too in the community. But it's not gonna happen for now until I actually see something worth doing with my time.
Yeah, the artwork alone is incredible.
Oh,
I've just got to salute you on that one because it's awesome. And what out of all your works, which one is your favorite, or which one do you have most enjoy doing?
I was going to say the Creed because that was one of my projects doing like an Assassin's Creed mini series. But after watching it again, I was like, oh my god, that's terrible. So many mistakes and all that. But again, you learn from your mistakes. But I have to go with the Prepare to Drop Halo trailer that I just recently did. Only because I think that's the heaviest, it's the heaviest VFX video I've done in a while. That was the heaviest one. The previous one was going to be the SGC 2013 parody trailer. Yeah. That one was actually good. Also, I enjoyed it too. But this one was actually heavy done, and that was because it was the first time I was applying those kind of effects like particles, smoke, and a little bit more about HUD, like a little bit more of 3D movement with the whole like hologram. It was the first time I've ever done a hologram. So yeah. Trying to figure out how to actually plaster it and all that was crazy. I have to actually say that one. No, don't get me wrong. I love the Remember SGC one too, but in terms of what I do, I love that one. I think it was pretty well done. One day it'll have 10,000 views.
One day. So, are there any G1s out there you want to collaborate with?
I would love to collaborate with everyone.
Everyone, all the time.
To be honest. Well, maybe the top of the line right now, I have the top in mind I have, it will be Tom the Iron Man, because we recently played the Destiny beta. He loves it. He had the PlayStation 4. No, it was the Xbox version and Xbox One, I think. Anyway, it was the Xbox One version, and it had the PlayStation 3 version. So it will be actually awesome to actually make like a first impression of the beta, because I love the game, but it leaves me wanting so much more. It could be something, and it being for someone that actually doesn't play first-person shooters on a console, because I don't like it much. I mean, the only game I have played like in a console was Halo back in the days because it was so well done to actually take the controller and actually shoot somebody. Over here, since it's made by Bungie, it feels so organic that after 3 days of playing, I was able to actually shoot somebody. So I'm actually enjoying Destiny, but again, the beta left me with so many thoughts that it will be actually fun to talk with him and do like a first impressions soon.
Excellent. That's something to look out for then. So, that ends your personal works, and we're going to take a breather. And I'm going to ask you about your gaming confessions.
Ooh, confessions.
Do you have
Like what?
anything to confess?
I haven't finished many games that many people should have finished. I haven't finished Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, that's okay. Nobody has.
I haven't finished Metal Gear Solid 3
Oh,
or Gear Solid 4.
that's okay.
But the reason I haven't finished those games, during the time I'm actually working like on my graduation project, my brother actually decided to play those games at the same time, and my TV is next to me. So basically, the whole story, gameplay, and tactics were spoiled for me while was I playing.
Oh man.
Skyrim. I haven't played Skyrim because of that. So it was fun to see the whole thing and all that, but again, it was over saturated on me during that time. So I was like, why should I play this game? Because they have already played it. That's the thing. So I have to actually wait a little longer and play it out all over again. Although I was able to play Peace Walker, I actually was able to play that game to its fullest.
Good.
So,
As long as some good came out of it, we were all right.
Yeah. All right, and I gotta admit, the Final Fantasies, I haven't passed any of those, I think.
Welcome to
okay.
the club.
No, not even Final Fantasy X. The reason I haven't paused, like completed those games is because I want to get like everything, 100%. So I'm just stuck doing the whole thing. But one day I'll pass most of those games. One day. I think that'll be like my biggest gaming confession.
Brilliant. And now, we move on to the second to last segment. Video game questions. Yeah!
Oh my god.
We get to talk video games now. At last. What is your favorite gaming system of all time?
Does the PC count?
Yes.
Well, yeah, I have to go with the PC because since a lot of my work has been on the PC, working videos and all that, so I don't move from a chair. So I love first-person shooters. Call of Duty was one of my favorites. Well, still one of my favorites, but still, with the last installments, I'm not being happy. The last one I played was Modern Warfare 3, so I'm more of a shooter guy. Love StarCraft, but yeah, I have to go with the PC. Second to the PlayStation 3. The PlayStation 3 will be second place because I've been able to play like a lot of PlayStation 1 games on that, so it has become like my retro console in a sense.
That's exactly why I play my PS2, just to play some PS1 games every now and again.
I actually bought a 500 gigabyte disk drive to that PlayStation only because I needed to install Destiny.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and also because I just started like downloading games again to that thing. So I've been playing Symphony of the Night.
Castlevania. Nice.
Yeah, I'm only playing twice, and that game I actually finished it, 200.6%, something like that, with a complete thing.
So, what game at the minute is taking up all of your time? What are you playing at the minute?
Titanfall.
Titanfall.
Yeah, Titanfall. I just love the whole concept of the game because it's something different. It's like you just don't pop up or like match pop up. No, it has like its own premise. Like you have the prologue and the epilogues. So you're going into this battlefield. Like you feel like all right, this thing is gonna
Get ready
happen.
for it.
Go to battle. That's something I love. So I'm kind of feeling sad that the campaign wasn't as big as I expected, but I was kind of happy with the result, and they're being fixing it. So yeah, that's what is taking right now a lot of my time.
We move on now to your treasured gaming possession. What have you brought along for us today?
Everything's back in my hometown in Colombia, so I don't have anything. So this controller,
Very
maybe.
nice, top of the line.
Yeah.
Like it.
Yeah. In terms of gaming possessions, I don't think I have like something bigger. Maybe I'll have to go with the original Call of Duty for PC, because that was like the first time I've ever was able to play a PC first-person shooter on my own computer. Yeah. That and Half-Life, but I don't have like the original Half-Life over here. Oh wait, no, I have the orange box from that time, like the original Team Fortress, the 2 expansions and all that. So I have to go with that one. Screw Call of Duty, that one.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Call of Duty, you're fine, but Half-Life is just part of my
good.
game.
I love Half-Life. I've still got my original copy for the PS2.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it to bits. Right, and then we go on to the last segment. We move on to the dreaded G1 questions.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Oh my.
Okay, this G1 question comes from a 0 to hero.
What
What
up?
turns you on?
This sound.
Yeah, that's nice. I like it.
Ooh, I like it. Now I have to actually turn it off. I don't know how. I'll figure it out.
G1 Gaming Tank wants to know, what is the worst game you've played with a good, decent soundtrack?
That's the thing. I haven't played bad games. Because I actually see like a lot of people playing bad games. They're like, nope, I'm not touching that. But if I have to say, Sonic R, I think. I think that's right. Can you feel the sunshine? I don't know why. That's kind of a guilty pleasure song. I don't know why. Maybe that's the first thing that actually comes to my mind. Seriously, I haven't played like bad games. So, yeah.
Sonic R.
Well, there you go. I lied. Yeah, I just lost respect of everyone. Sorry.
G1 Prowler 64 asks, do you have a story where something has made it difficult, impossible to make a video? Say a hard drive crash or too much noise.
Oh, no, that has never happened. I think it's more about the theme, like what should I talk about? Because maybe if I try to do like some touchy things like feminism, sexuality, or something like involves like video game related, maybe that'll be like the hardest thing to do, because I'm not like I have like the experience or the knowledge to actually cover those themes. But if I ever do something like that, I'll try my best to actually cover it, like all that stuff on video games. I think I was going to do something about gaming and the LGBT community, how it is treated on games. But again, I don't have like much knowledge about it. I have my opinion about it, but I think those kind of themes, if I don't really know how to handle it well, because there's a lot of opinions in the internet, and apparently you're wrong. My opinion is right in the internet. So yeah, I'll try to handle it in the most mature way. So those are like the themes, or not exactly physical, but more themes that I have been like stopping me for making that kind of videos. The only thing I have made was the I forgot the name. It was one of the recent viewer episodes. I talk about how the sex appeal of a character, even male or female, on the video games, it's something good. Like a big example, it's Bayonetta, that people feel like, oh, she's a slut because she's like all sexy and she like shows a lot of her body. But again, what if the sex appeal for that character is her strength? That she actually feels like, hey, I can actually bend over and I kill you with that. Why not? Like, it's more of the theme than not being the video. Because hell, I made the prepare for drop thing with all those video effects and all that, and it went very well. So, yeah. But I digress.
So no technical difficulties really. It's just the opinions and stuff.
More about this.
It's more, yeah.
Like a minute talk or themes that I want to cover, but I don't really know how. In a nutshell, there goes my answer. Yeah, there it goes.
Brilliant. And the next question comes from FireHazard51. What is your guilty pleasure gaming?
Oh,
what's
God.
your guilty pleasure?
I want to say Call of Duty, because there's a lot of people that are just pissed off that somebody plays Call of Duty. Guilty pleasure, like a guilty pleasure from bad games. I think the only one will be Call of Duty, to be honest. I love the Modern Warfare 2 single-player campaign. I think it's brilliant. I love it. So, yeah, I mean, just because people hate it, I have to say, like, okay, it will be Call of Duty. Modern Warfare 2.
And our last question.
No!
I have terrible pronunciation problems with this guy's name. I think it's Icy Paul.
Mm-hmm.
G1 Icy Paul wants to know, what video game has made you swear the most during playing because of its difficulty? What is the game that's got you most frustrated?
I'm seeing it right there. Ace Combat Assault Horizon.
Ace Combat.
Ace Combat Assault Horizon. That's the first ever Ace Combat game I have ever played on its fullest. The other games I was able to play them a little bit on the PS1, but they were good. But that one, the last mission on the Ace difficulty, like the most difficult difficulty you can get on that thing, my God, that thing made me sweat. I was full of adrenaline, sweating for the first time ever, because so many tries, so many going dog fighting your enemy, going all the way around fighting. It was just nerve-wracking. It's always like 15 minutes of going back and forward, killing. And the last minute, like, it's kind of a spoiler, but anyway, the last nuke is going to hit your base, and you just go in a single, like I didn't have any more missiles. I only have my machine gun, and it was all like this epic music, like da 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 da, and everything going around, just making fix that the missile doesn't explode, going all back forward, and just make that freaking explosion go. Only the sound of explosion. I was like, did I win? And your plane just goes like, you did it. And I was like, that will be the most that I was actually adrenaline pump sweating. I was like, fuck yeah, this is amazing. I was just 45 minutes of feeling numb. I couldn't feel myself. I was like drinking water. I was sweating. It was, that was amazing. I will do it again somehow. That game is amazing. I don't know why it's so overlooked, but oh god. Just remember, it's about remembering. Look, I have goosebumps.
On that emotional bombshell. That's it for the interview. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, G1 HybridRain.
Woo!
I love you, dude.
Thanks. Appreciate it, dude.
Thank you for watching this G1 interview with me, Master Wayne, joined by the great HybridRain. This has been the G1 interviews for G1 Features. Good night, my friends.
Everyone.